One of the questions that I've been getting from a lot of you is, okay, Mondli, let's say I have started my business and I've probably been running it for a couple of years, or I'm a seasonal entrepreneur, but how do I get more clients for my business so that I can scale up? The most common problem among small businesses is they charge way lesser than they should actually charge for their prices. That is usually caused by a shortage of clients. So when the business can handle 500 clients, but the business only has 20 clients, so within the 20 clients that the business can handle, the business usually finds itself charging very, very little, about maybe 60% of what it should be charging, just because they want to retain the clients, and it's the only few of them that we have, so we may just treat them with care. And that doesn't make proper business sense, because you may put in all the hard work and your clients might still not be pleased, and they may still not even care that we are putting all the stops to actually make them succeed. So the best way of countering this problem is usually having a lot of clients, which exactly is why I think most of you are actually inboxing me and saying, Mondli, how can we actually get more clients for our businesses? Because if my business has the capacity of 500 clients and then I have 5,000 clients, I may just increase the prices and let it be a survival of the fittest. So whomsoever that can afford me, let them be the ones that work with me, and the others, just let them fall off the ladder. So number one, networking. I know you may start asking me to say, but networking, that is a very old business model. Networking is a very powerful business model. I'm sure you might have heard of the say that says it's not about what you know, but it's about whom you know. It is much more easy to meet Mr. Smith in a networking event. He gives you a business card and say, call my assistant Esther and she will put you through with me. And then when you call Esther and you tell Esther, Esther, I've already spoken to Smith on Saturday. He said you will let me speak to him on Monday at this time. It is very much easier for you to get hold of Mr. Smith that way than for you to go through the reception door, where you will have to deal with the security guard and deal with the receptionist. And then once you have dealt with the receptionist, and Mr. Smith might schedule a couple of times, and he may be very much uninterested because he doesn't know you, he has never met you, he has never done business with you. So it makes it very difficult for you to get into certain business spaces. But it is better when you network. So when you network, the most successful business networks that I have seen are the ones that you usually pay for. So you will find yourself paying $5,000 to become a club member of a certain business club of millionaires and billionaires. They use the money to keep people, to keep the poor away from entering the rich boys club. And should you find your way of lending your foot into Rich Boys Club, it is easy, because when you are inside, you have Mr. Jennings here. Mr. Jennings here is running a business that has 5,000 staff members. Let's say maybe, for example, your business is into the printing space. You print business cards, you print uniform, you print whatsoever. Mr. Jennings has 5,000. Mr. Smith has 3,000. Mr. So-and-so has 15,000 employees, and that you need to print all these things for. So it becomes easy for you to negotiate with them directly when you are in the networking session, other than when you will have to go to their businesses knocking, going through the process of the security guard to the receptionist, like I've already said. So it makes much more sense for you to rather meet Mr. Smith inside the networking circle. So networking is one of the most powerful tools to meet new clients. Don't downplay that one. Don't look down on that one. Go all out, and don't just network everywhere. Go to the Rich Boys Club. Go to the rich people's business clubs. They will use money, of course, as a gatekeeping tool. But if you can work your way and just get your foot in, even if it's for 1 month into that one, you dress, of course, you dress up and you walk the walk and you talk the talk and you get in there and you do the right things. But just before you go networking, I will advise you, just go through on YouTube, check out of the things that one needs to do to prepare before going to a networking event, so that you don't look like a weirdo, because you may end up doing more damage than good if you go in front of those rich people and you start asking wrong questions and you start having poor people's conversations and you just basically turn them off. Then you may not have another chance of actually showing yourself up to them and doing the right thing. Point number 2, online presence. There's no negotiation on this one. It is much more easier for clients to come to you than for you to find good clients. So if good clients come to you, it's easy for you to actually negotiate because you are negotiating from strength. They came to you because they trust you. So in the entire online business, it's a question of where do we find you? How can I find you? I have met you into this networking event and everything is going good, but how can I find you? So online presence is one of the places where you need to put a proper display of who you are and what you do, what you have achieved, what you are working on. Okay, guys like me don't like showing off what we are working on. I work on a project. When I'm done on the project, I post about it after. But it is very much important to show your audience or to show people who are within the same industry exactly what you do, exactly what you get up to. So that creates trust. For example, I have people that I have followed online for the longest of time. I followed some Canadian business guy, Denlock. I have followed him for a very long time. And I cannot afford Denlock, but judging from the kind of work that he has done, I have trust that if I can have a meeting with him, I can be able to move my business to where I actually want it to be. So that is how much his online presence has had an impact on me. I have followed him for years. I have developed trust that this guy could be a guy who can make me a billionaire. If he has already sold over 100 million items online alone, 100 million, think about it. So how much profit does he make per item? So that can just tell you how much money he has made over time because of how he has created his online presence, and it works like magic. So imagine if you'd have the appropriate online presence for your business. How many people would you have to deal with who are just going to come from your online presence alone? Remember, when people approach you from the online presence, number one, they already trust you. They have already seen you, so they already believe in your product. So that makes it very easy for you to negotiate even the price. They usually contact you when they have seen the value, so you don't find yourself having to struggle in terms of negotiating the price and many other logistics. And I've seen people who charge ridiculous amounts of money because they have an online presence. So what they have on the online presence, whatever you do, whatever you say to them, they hold on their cards pretty close. If you don't want to buy from them, they are very much comfortable with letting you go. Do you know why? Because they probably meet 20 people just from their online presence alone that wants to do business with them. So you can't be a business at this day and age without having any sort of online presence, because that could be just your ticket to meeting greater people. Remember, everyone is on their phone, either on social media, either on Google, either anywhere. When people need something, where do they go? They Google that to see, where can I find this? Where can I find this? So make sure you are exactly where your clients are. The next point is content marketing. So you need to create content. You're an industry leader, right? That is what you want to be seen. You want to be seen as an authority in that industry or in that sector. So you need to create content. You need to show me that if you say you do 1, 2, 3, you need to show me where you have done it. I need to see. If you fix cars, I need you to show me that Ford Escort, they're not sponsoring this, by the way, but you need to show me that Ford Escort, when it arrives, when it actually doesn't work properly, and then you need to show me after how the car looks and how the car is after you have fixed it. So you need to create more content. You need to show people what you do and what happens when you have done actually what you say you do in the business. So if I have seen you, for example, on your content marketing, I have seen you fixing cars over and over again, and it so happened that I actually need my car fixed for something. Maybe I crashed it or whatsoever, and I need someone to fix it. Who is the first person that comes to mind? Especially if I have been seeing your content, I have been seeing you doing that. So you become the very first person that I actually want to work with. Moving right along to the next point is the issue of testimonials. Testimonials are very important. I remember, for me to pay you, I need to trust you. I need to believe that really you can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, as you say. It is much more easier for me to believe you if I have a third party somewhere that says, oh, okay, we know Mondli, he does 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, and yes, indeed, he does exactly what he says he does. And I can see the evidence of actually what he has done for others, and he says he will do the same thing for me. It becomes very much easy for me to actually trust Mondli for that. The very last point is follow up. There is nothing that I've seen that kills sales in small businesses like failure to follow up. You have a meeting with a client, you have pitched the product, there is no sort of an SMS or anything that says, thank you, Mr. Smith, for the meeting on Friday. We hope it was a productive one. And then they send a link. Please have a look at this. Remember when I spoke of online presence? So it comes with a link that says, please check this link. That is a follow-up. That is adding more value for Mr. Smith before Mr. Smith tends to buy from you. And then a week later, Mr. Smith gets an email. This time around is no longer a message that says, gets an email that says, hey, when choosing 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, please consider option 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. It comes with a YouTube link of actually what Mr. Smith would actually have to look at. So follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. And in those follow up, the most important thing is to put value up front. So for example, I'm in a business of growing other people's businesses in terms of marketing. So what happens is I'm going to send you a whole lot of marketing material before we even start doing business to say, hey, it's winter. Most businesses struggle in winter. So if you want your business to succeed in winter, maybe try 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. Maybe try 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. If I have already proven to show you way too much value before we start business, in your head, you already can't help it but to say, okay, if I can get so much value by just being connected to this person or to this company through these emails, through 1 2 3 and 4, how much more can I get from this person if I pay so much? And then it becomes easy for your clients to trust you and to pay money. I hope this is going to help your business, and please try this right away and apply all of it, because it is one thing to scroll on YouTube and listen to all the content and do nothing about it. So please try what I have just said in this video and let me know on the comments exactly how it has impacted your business. Please feel free to like, subscribe and share our videos just to let the algorithm know how valuable our content is, and I will see you on the next one.